matchup, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with a 20-17 victory. Fake the give. Now Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Going right back to Akers. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down. The punter, Riley Dixon. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now here is Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's got room. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll be a a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. A give up the middle to Akers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that's the score, 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain at 21. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go.
The Lance going to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender left over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Lance and company going on 4th down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Lance now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, that after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocked it on the door. Akers trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. They got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 25 yards there on the catch and run. first down throw. Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Stafford. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Stafford on first down. Robinson's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second down and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in,
and this is caught. He's got a touchdown.
Van Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Lance. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
They've got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Trey Lance and the 49ers set to go back on offense here.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? The road's coming.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, and I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass, exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On first down at Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10.
At their 38.
Throwing now is Lance. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the
touchdown. George Kittle, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And maybe measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Stafford looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. And in this case, they get no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So give them 3 on that drive. And normally you'd say, well, take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Chark, 78 yards. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the fourth quarter still to come. We're in the third. good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because...
Touchdown 49ers! DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Rams now coming out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald, because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Play action. Now it's Lance. They'll find Williams on the slant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
46.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On first down, Stafford here.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Rams.
Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Here's Stafford. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
14 more yards. That's another Rams.
Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Stafford. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hopkins. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Williams.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And now down 3 scores, I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Lance now on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
Uses the stiff arm. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the 49ers.
Working from the gun, Lance.
He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
On play action, Lance.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. After the sack on first down, Lance. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
On first down at Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Allen Robinson.
70 yards. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. Cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Throwing his Lance on third down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way, disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Lance. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here's another interception. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can